Hey everybody, welcome back. We are going to do another tutorial in Adobe Animate, and we're going to do a little scene this time. Kind of apply some things we know from the last tutorials, and also maybe add to it a little bit with some new things. Just kind of mostly expanding on what we know. Okay, so I want to do a little scene. We're going to do a little rocket ship flying across a little outer space scene, okay? So, first thing, let's see, I'm going to want to use a symbol for the rocket ship as it moves across. And I'm going to animate some fire, animate some blinking lights maybe on it. And then I want to do a background with the stars, and I want to make the stars twinkle. So I just kind of want to think about how I'm going to do all that. So I know that the rocket's going to be a symbol, and we'll do a shooting star as well, and that'll be its own symbol as well. I think everything else we can just animate within the scene. Let's go for it. So first thing, I'm just going to do, I'll just do space. We'll call it space. Now let's just do a black background. So I'm going to make a square and make it black, and just go ahead and make it the shape of my frame. There we are. I got a space background, right? I'm just going to go ahead and lock it. Let's just lock that thing. Make a new one. This will be where my stars eventually go. So I'm just kind of thinking ahead, and we'll leave that. I'm not going to do the stars yet, but we'll leave that there. Okay, I'll make another one, and this will be for my planets. I'll do 2 planets. And let's go ahead and draw the planets, because that'll be good to see. I want to draw the planets before I see the stars. So let's see if we can use the shape tool. Let me go oval. We'll do one like close-up planet. Obviously don't want it to be black. That's for sure. You know what? I like my ability to pick color over here more. Let's go like a brownish, something like that. And let me go ahead and make not a square planet. Thought I switched it to ovals, but let's try again. All right, and we'll make this one like a close-up planet like that. So it's going to be there, and like something like that. It's going to just peek it in frame, maybe even bigger. Go back to the white arrow, hold down Shift. All right, maybe something like that. Okay, and then we're going to do a faraway planet. So I'll just do another one. And I'm definitely going to want to switch the color a little bit. So that'll be a little, maybe it's like a moon of this planet or something. And let's make it a little lighter. Select it first and make it lighter. Let's see. All right, let's try that. Maybe I want it to be a different color too. Go more towards orange. I don't want it to look like a sun, so just a little lighter. Okay, there we go. Different colored planet. Okay, so one thing I want to do, I want to add a little shadow on it, like a little cell shading, kind of just shadow or core shadow. The color picker, let's have the color that I'm going to start with this color that the planet already is. And then I'm going to go ahead and darken a color up so I can get like a nice little shadow color here. I'm going to go to my paintbrush. Wait, nope, first let me select it. Let's select this. I'm going to go to my brush now. And I want to go to my tools. I want to make sure that I'm on paint selection, not paint normal, paint selection. And then now, when I paint it, it'll only paint inside. Make my brush bigger. Let's see how that looks. And the painting will stop right there at the selection. It won't paint outside. The thing I don't like about it so much is that I can't see what it looks like, but I have to just trust it. And I can switch the colors later if I want to. Okay, I like that a little better. Let's see. Okay, we can stick with that. So I want to do the same thing here with this planet. We are, let's see, make sure I'm at the color here. There it is. Now I want a darker version of that color, so I'm going to go over here to the color window and bring it down. And now I will select it. Now I will paint a little shadow on it. Hold on, let's see here. Let's see. Tool, paint selection. There we go. And I want to get a similar kind of angle that I have on the other planet, because obviously the sun in the solar system would be hitting it in the same way. Okay, now I don't need to paint the whole thing because it's not going to be on the screen. Let's get this out of this move here, fit in window. Okay, there we go. Now I can kind of look here, see how it looks. Make sure I get it down enough here. It should be fine. Okay, that should work. If it bugs you, kind of bugs me, having the rest of the planet down there, I can go ahead and select chunks of it and delete them. All right, now I've just got part of the planet there, and we got a nice little place for the rocket to fly around in. But let's add some stars. So I'm going to go ahead and lock that layer, go to my stars layer, and paint stars. Okay, so let's get white. We'll stick with white here for this. And I'm going to start painting stars here. So let's see. Got my brush. Let's see how big it is. Okay, that should be okay. But I don't have anything selected, so I need to go back to paint normal. All right, so I just want to do a bunch of random stars here. Okay, so in keeping stars looking random, I've found that it's kind of nice to clump some together and make others further apart than each other. Okay, so you know what? I'm just going to get mostly my little stars at first. Let me go to a regular brush. Ah, there we go. All right, the regular brush is going to work a little better here. Let's get it right size. That's a good size for a big star. So we'll do some big stars. Some kind of everywhere. Got a little one there. All right, that looks pretty good for big ones. Let's go ahead and turn the brush smaller here. Maybe I'll just time lapse this part here. All right, just fill up these blank spots a little bit. All right, I do want to leave some like a little more open. And let's go ahead and make some more medium size ones. Not quite as big as the other ones, but a little bigger. Okay, we've got the stars done. Nice full star field, looks good, I think. Let me hit this corner one more time. A couple more. Okay. Smaller there for a second. Okay, we're ready to draw the rocket. So let's do the rocket. Rocket's going to be in a symbol, and we want to make the stars twinkle and stuff later, but I'll worry about that later. So I'm just going to lock this layer. I'm going to do a new layer, and this will be where my rocket goes. Okay, I do want my rocket to be a symbol eventually, but I'll draw it on here and then I'll turn it into a symbol after the fact, I think. Okay, let's get back to my colors. Let's go for a nice little gray here. So make a little cartoony rocket. I'll lock my other layers, make sure that one's unlocked. And let's try to get a little rocket shape. Let's see. I want it to look a little hand drawn. So let's see if I can take my shape here and Command C, Command V, copy it, and let's go ahead and transform it. Do a flip vertical. There we go. Let's see if that's going to work, or is it too big? That'll work. It'll be fine. Okay, so let me make sure they're kind of lined up here. Is that close enough? The arrows, get it like right there. Okay, cool. Let's draw the rest of the rocket here. Let's fill it in. Not with a fluid brush, because that is a little too fluidy for this. Just want to fill this in. I want to kind of go straight down here. Let's see if I can get it kind of lined up. All right, good. All right. Could use a paint bucket too, but I'm already almost done. All right, let's zoom in here so I don't mess this little bit up here. Oh, I can see I didn't line it up perfectly. But you know what? I couldn't even tell. Let's do... But I guess that's maybe part of the hand-drawn feel of it. It's not quite perfect. And that's for sure. All right, let's go ahead and delete the little jaggedy thing there. Little jaggedy thing there. Go ahead and zoom out. All right, I've got the body of the rocket. Now let's put some stripes on it. So once again, let's go ahead and I'm going to use the paint selection. So let's make it just do a stereotypical rocket here. So I'll just use red. Let's go. We'll go fluid brush. Okay, definitely want to use the regular brush. Let's go change regular brush to paint selected. All right, there we go. Let's make that way bigger. Cool, okay. And then make it bigger now and do a little red on the back side here. Okay, I think that'll work. Let's do a little porthole or something. Actually, let's make this bigger. I'm looking at it. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and I want to do a fin and a fin. You know what though? I think I want the fins to be red. So let's change that to gray. So I'm gonna go ahead and select just that part and then change it to like a darker gray. Let's see what that looks like. Cool, I think that'll work. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and I want to draw the fins, but I'm wondering if I should make, so I think I would do this on a different layer if I was going to make this a symbol. But let's go ahead and just make it a symbol already. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and select it all. And I'm going to go ahead and make it a graphic symbol. Symbol 1, we'll call it rocket symbol. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now I'm inside the rocket. Little tricky now that the background is gray like that. Oh well. Let me go ahead and add the fins here. I'm going to do the fins on this layer. And I want to get the same color red. And And here we go. Let's go. Okay, I want the fins below for sure. So let's go something like that. Definitely want to be drawing normal. Something like that. A little cartoony fin. Let me see. Kind of like it. Rotate it a little bit. Let me see. Oh, that looks better. Okay, cool. Yeah. Something like a little transformation there. Okay, cool. I'm gonna copy it. Okay, got my fin layer. I'm gonna lock my rocket layer just so I don't accidentally put it there. Go to my fin. Go paste in place. Now I want to bring it down. I want to modify it, transform. I want to flip it vertically. And let's try to line it up so it's in the same spot. All right, cool. Okay, we need one more fin. Let's do one right in the middle here. So I'm on my fins layer. And oh, this one's behind. So I need to go, you know what, I'm gonna make another layer. And that's the body of the rocket. Middle fin. Now I work a lot in layers. That might be totally unnecessary, but would you like to know? No. I think it's a leftover symptom of me using Photoshop for many years. Let me double check my layers here. As I believe I mislabeled one. Yeah, that's the body of the rocket. We'll just call that one rocket. This will be mid-fin. Okay, so that's the rocket, turning on and off. The fins, and this is the top fin. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's go to lock the rocket, go to the mid-fin. And let's just hold shift. And that looks not bad. I can live with that, I think. Yeah, we'll live with that. Let's see, if I need to adjust it, I can. A little longer, a little wider. All right, cool. Okay, I want to add a little porthole here. Let's go ahead and just use the shapes for that. I'll use the oval tool. And I'll keep that on mid-fin since that's my stuff on top. Hold shift. And the reason why I'm doing it on a different layer is that way I don't mess up the rocket. If I do it on that and I want to adjust it, it'll like, it'll delete part of it and all that. So let's do another circle. I'm just going to take the same one. I'm going to Command C, Command V. Let's move it away for a second here, make it a little smaller. And I want to change the color to like a blue, so it looks like more like a window or something. Even though I don't know why it'd be reflecting blue, it'd be probably reflecting black. But maybe I'll go really dark. Let's kind of put it here in the middle of the other circle. Zoom in a little bit. All right, use the arrows to get it kind of a little more precisely. I think that's good. All right, cool. All right, I'm gonna go back out to the scene, see what it looks like. All right, I can live with this. Okay, I do want to add a little shading on it, and I want to add some 2 blinking lights, but I'm not worried about that because that'll be in another layer. I'm not sure about the dark blue. I feel like it should be black. All right, let's go back inside the symbol. Let's select that, and let's just make it black. see if that looks better. Back out. Okay, very good. Okay, let's get in there. Okay, so let's do some quick shading on this. I'm going to select that. I'm going to go to my brush. Let's go stick with a regular brush. And let's go to the tools. Let's make sure I'm painting my selection. I'm just going to change it to white because I already selected it. So let's go ahead and change it to white first, or kind of whitish gray. Now I'll select it. Now I'll go back to my brush and let's add some little reflection-y lines here. Little filament up there. Let's see. Wait, I'll try that again. All right, let's see what it looks like. I might have done too many. Let's undo. Let's just do one there. Long brush. All right, I'll stick with that. All right, cool. Okay, I want to add a little shading to this. So, you know what, this fin feels too low to be in the middle. It's hard to tell when the background's that color. Okay, so I do want to add some shading to this. So I'm going to go ahead and select. No, I'm not going to select yet. I'm going to go ahead and go to the brush. Let's go to the fluid brush. I want to select my red color, and I want to go darker with my red. And let's go back to the fluid brush. Let's go to paint selected. There we go. And I got my fins. Okay, we'll just go with the mid fin first since it's there. Let's go ahead and add a little shading underneath. Okay, I can live with that. Let's go ahead and go to the other layer. I'll lock that one, go to my other fin layer. No, let's go here. Let's go there. All right, cool, it already selected him. That's nice of it. Let's go ahead and, okay, I'll have a little shadow here from the full rocket. And not true shading here. This little cartoony thing. Okay, that's good. And then on this top one, let's go like, and I know I'm gonna have some fire coming out of this thing, and obviously that would light it up, but you know what? Let's just live with it. Go to the rocket body, get that red. All right, cool. Okay, now I also want to shade the gray of the rocket. Let's go to the color picker. Let's pick that gray color and go to a darker gray. And then let's go ahead and select the gray. All right, it's hard to tell when it's selected because it's just gray. So are the selection lines. All right, that looks pretty good. Go ahead and select the color. Let me deselect it. And then let me select the color of this darker part of the rocket here. And I have to go all the way to black. So you know what, I'm gonna go a little lighter with it then. I'm gonna go up to a little bit of a lighter gray and see what that looks like and do the light instead. Let me go ahead and select that section. And let me get my brush. And let's try that. Let me try to get a better angle. All right, cool. Let's see what it looks like. If I get out of it, go to the scene. Oh, I missed a bit. See, I can't even see it. All right, let's get back in there. And let's go ahead and select. Let's select that part. And I need it to be that color. All right, there we go. That was easy because I could just select it this time. I did what I wanted it to do. All right, well, that'll do it for this lesson. We got the scene drawn, and we'll work on the animation on the next one. See you guys then. Thanks for joining me.